Hi, hello, how are ya? No, hi, hello, welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene, Priestess Abossi. I will be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate a channeled reading. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Go ahead and smash that like button. Vertex of Abundance is the Galactic Temple of Ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. We will be imposing the guidance, the basis for the reading from This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabella Rotman. If there's love that comes up, we'll be deliberating those findings from the Pop of Love Oracle by Vibe About It Tarot, and the corresponding correlative energy will be deliberated through Divila Sibilla by Los Carabello, and we'll be using Lillian Lazenby's Cosmic Coven Tarot, the Minor Arcana, by Ripe Avocado Publishing, and that's if there's pairings. We'll use that. Yeah, so there's been some kind of loss or not tapping in energy. Okay, so something is depleting, it's lost. There's perhaps a hardship, a potential hardship, or something's gone to the lull, the very bottom. Not necessarily rock bottom, Ten of Swords, but something is depleting or bottoming out. Now, it can be because of some kind of stinking thinking. It might just be failure to tap in, to tune into spiritual energies. There can be a little bit of stripped or shooter energy, untouchable, unwantable. There's a spot for us. We could reach it if we want. I'm hearing nice job if you can get it, or nice work if you can get it, if you get it. Won't you tell me how? Okay, so Three of Swords. That might be dispersal, derision, division. It's contempt here. So with the Hierophant, it's talking about over the next kind of couple moon cycles, it's 3 fortnights. Over the next 6 weeks or so, there's going to be some kind of um, tribulation here. Now, it can be because there's just a prickly cycle going on, the difficult cycle's wrapping itself up. It can be that there's some imposition here. Something might be imposed. There can be some type of verdict of guilty, meaning we didn't do something, we didn't meet the terms. These two cards together, it's like not meet. Okay, my angles be off, yo. I'm sorry. Is that better? This could be that we didn't meet the terms of something. Three of Swords could be terms and conditions, especially with La Papa. It's the Hierophant here. Hierophanta. It could mean that okay, so this is vows and oaths, typically God duties and obligations, responsibilities. To a lesser degree, it can be institutions, large organizations, but here it could also be the letter of something. So going by the book, policy, procedure, and protocol, status quo, etc., coming correct even. Yeah, so this is spiritual court with an arbiter or a moderator or some type of judge, even. So, with the spiritual court, this is a guilty verdict, and this is terms and conditions, some type of contempt of court, perhaps, or it could be a motion that's up for consideration. It could be a pending decree, a pending decision. Something could be sitting for review at the desk of the judge. So I heard you feel entitled to a sense of control. You taking decisions you think are your own. You are a stranger here. Why have you come? Yeah, love lift me higher. Let me live like the sun. Okay, so this is about the soul group. It can be the axis between Sagittarius and Gemini is actually the magician. Um, it can be that we're moving into the soul group. It can be that the right match is here and we're about to come into twin flame union. It can be that we're dealing with the primal soul in respect to the oversoul, and for some reason the higher self is teaching us skills, talents, abilities, some kind of craft, it seems here with the Eight of Cups, Ototokopa, we can be learning about our spiritual gifts, and it's something like we're at the threshold, we're at the gate. Let's have a look see, have a look see, and see. King of Pentacles, King of Cups. There's definitely a lines here. A Page of blah, 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 blah. King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Page of Cups, Hangman. Okay, so we're definitely precious. But there's something here before the throne of God. Unfortunately, with the Hangman and the Judgment, there is no other. It literally is God and then God's wrath. There's a couple God cards: the Judgment, the Hangman, the Fool, and Mondo, the World card. Those are the four God cards. Now, the Hangman also happens to be one of the Lords of Karma, alongside the Death, Wheel of Fortune, and the Justice. Um, the Judgment happens to be one of the four sovereign cards of the universe, alongside the Sun, the Fool, and the World card. So it's almost like we have one of the rulers of the universe and one of the functions of karma adjudicating something here. Didn't we see like an Eight of Cups, Ota de Copa? I said, yeah. So the eights are things coming under adjudication, arrangement, arbitration. And it's as if in the future we tap into this mastery of our soul, mastery of the all that is, the all that was, the all that ever will be, which is according to the Hangman. You see, it's interesting when you have the king or any of the royals, any of like that um Cavaliere de Copa, Infante de Copa, Regina de Copa, Rey de Copa, the king, the queen, the knight, the page of cups. It's always that energy plus the hangman. So the king of cups would be the sun plus the hangman. The queen of cups would be the high priestess plus the hangman. The page of cups would be the empress plus the hangman. Does that make sense? So we have the King of Cups and the Hangman out. Basically, we've mastered unconditional love. Imperatrice plus the Hangman here, the Page of Cups. So that's the beloved and divine child in the deck is um, Infanta de Copa. And I'm hearing Etruscan. So this is Strigeria Benederia. There's some type of Rukuku Bruhaha. There's some type of um, spiritual manipulation, energy projection that we have yet to see here. So what I'm being told is we're made the best out of something, and we're taking energy and transmuting it. Whatever is trying to permeate, penetrate, perpetuate is actually being transmuted into some higher vibrational octave. Number one. Number two, we are growing through whatever we go through. And so three, whatever pressure we're being put under is turning us into a diamond. Four, if they're trying to bury us, it turns out we're a seed. So we're blossoming into a mighty oak tree. Five, they left us out to the wood, to the wolves. They threw us out to the wolves. We come back, leading the path. You know, um, six, they dropped us in the lion's den. And the thing about that is, they didn't realize our first name was Daniel. So something's up here where there was an entity, ideology around us of animosity, inimical, oppositional, adversarial, that initially they went ham hock cold crazy towards us. They really did the most. They came for us, they came at us, they crossed us, they tried to cross us out. And now they're realizing, like, oh, I should have been authentic, genuine, sincere. I thought I was entitled to be mean, to be rude, to do this dirty thing, which is part of it. Like, why would you even go there? Why would you even take it there? So now you want to, take backseas and you want to do the right thing now. But are you feeling remorse and regret? Are you feeling shame and guilt because you feel remorse for what you did? Or are you feeling regret because you got caught? Or because really, technically, it came back at you? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm sensing. So we also have the judgment. So I was telling you how the hangman goes with all the cups. The judgment goes with all the wands. So I don't know because I'm hearing English again. So I had to explain to you that there's some kind of, brujeria, some type of rukaka, abracadabra, some kind of brujeria. And I'm hearing malinconia, not malakisa, not negroso, malinconia. So they want us to step up out of our spot. They want us to stop trying. They want us to stop hoping, wishing, praying. They want us to break our union with the divine. That means we're chosen. And there's jealousy, desperata per gelosia. There's some type of despair. This is a formerly miserly, embittered individual that's choosing to become sinister, evil, and wicked. And we don't know what it is. But remember, my darling, if on this side over here, we have 3, 5, 7, if it's a sword, also 9, 2 of Pentacles, devil, hangman, or the moon, a queen or a knight, it means that we're dealing with another person right out the gate, right from the jump. We have a 9 of swords. So that can mean that something is backfiring. So if there is some brujara, coming at us, coming for us, it could be backfiring because they're feeling guilty. And the cups is your feelings. I mean, the pages are also your feelings, and then the page of cups literally means your emotions. So their emotions are remorse, regret, guilt, or shame, being hunted or targeted is what the Nine of Swords means. Basically, you need to get up and face your fears. But somebody's being kind of petty Eddie. They may be a hater ass hoe, excuse my language. 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups. So they missed their spot in the royal kingdom and the kingdom of the divine. And with this double page here, it means that they were two-faced. Now they're looking back towards the past when they were looking back towards the past before about some kind of petty. They were feeling competitive. They were feeling contested. They were doing all the fives, the C, competition, contestation, karma, crossings, challenges, conundrums, that they were feeling that kind of way. But honestly, you have to compare in order to compete, and you don't qualify. That's what that is. That's what that be. Because we need to repel this energy. We need to go on, carry on towards the eternal kingdom of the divine. With the hangman out, this means God's house. I want to live in your 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 house. Ba da 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 da. Still pulse. STEEL. Still pulse. PULSE. Your house. That's one of my favorite songs. Oh my gosh, I want to stop the video and go listen to that song right now. I'm loving this. Okay, so this reading is very content rich. I'm feeling the vibes. 9 of Pentacles, Nove Denari, Il Justicia, Giudice. So we have Il Justizio and La Justizia. This is Giudice. Some kind of adjudication, arraignment. Okay, because we have the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, Little Fanta, the La Papa, the Hierophant. So that could be a Queen of Pentacles. Hierophant would mean a Taurus moon or Aquarius rising. We have the King of Pentacles, Hierophant, so that could be a Sun in Taurus or some type of Leo rising. Ace of Cups, Chariot, Il Carro the Chariot, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, Hermit, Lermitia, 8 of Swords. So this is adjudication. Something's coming up on arraignment. And unfortunately, we're on the winning side. However, it feels like there's something we should have been done for somebody. We should have done something, said something, spoken up. And this other side started out very innocent. So they were kind of left buckling under the weight of their own la-di-da, yada-yada. They're carrying some type of burden here. And we do need to share something, speak something, we're running the risk here of being sanctioned because we didn't let somebody into something, read somebody into something, share something. There was a union plan, but it's turning into some type of partnership because it's somebody probably would have became a lover or would have became a close confidant, a deep, deep, deep emotional bond, even if there was no romance, intimacy. And now it's just going to be something kind of casual, maybe not even romantic, but like casual. Like it's the relationship's never going to get as deep as they can as it can because we left them in some kind of spot. Now there is like a vying here. Also, I have to say, like, that's one read. And I bet you in the clarifications it won't come out that way. Because that is just what I'm seeing that led to the situation. However, there's also another read here, and this is what I'm picking up on energetically from what I've already said. At the time, whatever this energy, entity, ideology came at us, we were unhealed, unawakened, but not in the kind of perpetual living in sin, Seven of Cups. We were actually this naive, inept. We just didn't know what we didn't know because we were immature or inept, unskillful in some kind of way. There was experiences that we hadn't had, so we didn't know what was expected of us. And I think there was like some kind of misattribution where qualities, characteristics were put on us because the potentiality was alive in us, but the experience or the awareness or the conscious awareness wasn't activated in us. So it wasn't an unhealed, unawakened, it was an unhealed, unactivated, unawakened. Does that make sense? We have this raw potentiality that hadn't been tapped. And what happened was this energy came towards us that was either silent or they maybe were affectionate and initially, but they had some strategy, some tactic. They were triangulating. There was conditions on the love they were giving us, so it bounced back because real, true, genuine, authentic, sincere love is unconditional. Meaning, you don't love somebody, you don't love something for what you get in return. You love because the love is the thing that you get. It's like those who enjoy giving. They give because they get a benefit. They feel good to give. You love because it feels good to love. Now, you can love a person from across the street, from across the world. You can love a person and not at all like them. You can love somebody and not be able to be anywhere near them. It's not about what you get in return. Real love has no conditions. If you're only going to love someone because of what you get back from them, that's called conditional love. It's not real love, it's transactional. But there were terms and conditions on this love. That's what I'm really getting here. Now, we might have an Aries rising with the Page of Swords and the Justice card. That means a Libra descendant or Venus in Libra. We have the Cancer card, Chariot, and the, see, I'm hearing Il Carro again. So this is where the magic is at. So this is getting scary here because it's the onus is coming on our side. However, I don't see where we did anything wrong, but everything that I'm getting is that we did some kind of Strigatia Benedetia. Now, Benedetia means good magic. Strigatia means bad magic. Literally, it's like a darker evil witch. It's a gray or black witch, Strigatia. And then Benedetia is the white or red witch, which means healing, cleansing, purification, protection, or some type of offensive energy, red. And I'm hearing blood orange. So that's something. Well, that might be the like the bottom three chakras, mainly the bottom two chakras, or it is blood orange because I drink arancata rosa. And since it is, you know, Etruscan Roman remains here, it might be some type of Italian soda. But honestly, what I'm getting is the lower chakras because it's confusing here. Okay, nothing negative is on our side. It actually says that something is coming to us to adjudicate. We are the arbiter, we are the judge. The universe is asking what our discernment is before some kind of judgment is rendered, judgment is imposed. But every time I go to our side, I hear the magic. I hear the spiritual projection of energy. So if we did nothing wrong, but the magic is on our side, there's a couple of other explanations. I've never actually encountered these in a public reading before. So what that would mean is like, it could be that somebody tried to touch the covering on our life. I don't see it. I mean, if they tried to touch the covering on our life, they did it with the covering on theirs. So I can't conclude that that was intentional. There was some kind of vibe to be seen, vibe for affection, whatever, what have you, but they're guilty of something, Nine of Swords, right out the gate, and they are suffering because of it. They're already living in karma, Ten of Wands. There's something that they did, some type of contempt, some type of complaint, Three of Swords. It's already under adjudication, Eight of Swords, Justice card. I don't see them being brought up under a rainbow. Oh, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. So they were detained. Oh, somebody's living a prison sentence and they need us to forgive them. But there's some other little things here because we're also in a relationship with them, Queen of Pentacles. We're kingdom spouse. But we're more royal than them, or we're more elevated than them. Because our soul is coming out of the sixth dimension. They're living in the fifth and the fourth, and the sixth dimension is punishing them. And funnily enough, we're the warden of the prison that they're living in, and they're living in a spiritual prison. They're living in a spiritual prison. Ten of Wands. If it were a physical prison, it would be the Ten of Pentacles with a bunch of nines around and a bunch of fives. That would be a physical prison. The Ten of Wands with no fives, that's a spiritual prison. That's the sixth dimension. The Queen of Wands there would be the arbiter or the warden, and we're the Queen of Wands. It's on our side. The prison that they should be living in, the Ten of Pentacles, is not here because we have the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. So they're free in this life, but there's some hole that was dug karmically, and they've already fallen into it. They're living in this hole. They're not progressing anywhere. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're listful is the word. They have desires that go into the abyss. It's like any type of consciousness for a bigger, brighter, better future gets swallowed alive. It gets tossed into this vapid, vacant, vassalous void. They can't look up above the horizon into the future. Because there's a piece of them missing. It's like a piece of their soul has been taken. That's called their spark. It's missing. Many humans call it mojo, or your groove. So we need to make a movement. This Three of Swords is talking about making the movement. There's been a motion for freedom. They have yet to internalize this karmic lesson, so it wouldn't be granted. Because they haven't learned the lesson of this sentence yet. So they would still be carrying a mark. For instance, if they were to leave the body right now, they would not be able to ascend to the next heaven. They would be stuck in whatever world their soul is in because the mark hasn't been removed. It's any five is a mark. Here's a mark of Cain, Five of Wands. It's an infraction. They killed something, maybe not a being, but some hope, wish, dream, aspiration, heart's desire, soul's ambition died by their hand. And it was something that wasn't their own. And it had to do with either a wand or a pentacle. So something came into their hand, they were supposed to steward, administer, attend to a pentacles, or they were given power to execute over another being, to a wands, and they didn't do well with it. But they have the potentiality for another one, but it only comes through love in this life. And they're not open to love. It was offered to them and they turned it down or they didn't recognize it. And our lesson here is to watch whatever happened, allow them to choose whatever they choose, and to not intervene, to not intercede, to not interrupt, to not interfere, to let a person choose their own path. If they choose to hang themselves, all we need to do is hand them more rope. If they choose to save themselves, all we need to do is hand them more rope. It's up to them. So mainly, we're supposed to recognize the power in our hand, the calling on our life, and the role, the God duties and obligations. We need to step up to the bat and assume. Because now we've moved into the tribe of Dan. Now we're one of God's judges. I want to live in your house. 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 I'm sorry, you got to listen to that song. Your House by Steel Pulse, Steel Pulse, Pulse. So Eight of Swords plus this, I'm hearing judicate, this adjudication arraignment here. Well, we don't have a Four of Swords, so it's an adjudication. This Eight of Swords Justice card is military. So it is some type of power, but we could destroy them without much consequence. And honestly, the basis of this card is the ability to destroy, and oftentimes choosing whether to do it and when to do it. So yeah, this is a person that suddenly switched up. Maybe like they gave us the whiplash, or they turned on us or something, and they didn't recognize truly, genuinely what we were, and now they do. After they did what they did, then they do, and they're kneeling to us, being like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We're a queen of cups, and they're a little Eight of Swords." Of course you are. Now you caught up. After all, you found up. It's up, and now it's stuck. You play stupid games, and now you win in stupid prizes, and you want to beg for mercy. Okay, let me be kind, but you know what, homie? It's not funny, but it is hilarious. Okay, so see, they didn't think too well of us, to be honest. I just have to say, and it got them trapped. And they listen. I just want to say, we have to step back and let whatever happen happen, because um, honestly, they're looking for a way out of what they did, and it's not the way to be like, listen, I messed up. I fouled you up. My bad. I really fumbled that. I wish I knew better. I wish I could do better. Cold comfort today. I just need to acknowledge my behavior, acknowledge my impact, say what I did, admit fault, apologize for wronging you. That they're not trying to do that. They're trying to do everything but that. I want to live in your house. So they need our grace. They need our favor to let them out. This is one of those things where I just refer it up the ladder. I assign a clerk, I adjudicate the case, I attach my findings to their file, and I send it up the ladder. I don't impose any judgment here, because we were not easy to read. Whatever happened, they did put their heart in our hands, and we didn't handle it properly. But it was ignorance on our side. I'm one of those people, like, you can show me till you're blue in the face, and I may even recognize, but unless you say it, it doesn't matter to me. It will not penetrate me. You can sit there and buy me a new car and a new house and get on one, and make these big grand gestures, but unless you use your words, it's just not going to permeate, penetrate, perpetuate. It just isn't. So this is both a solution and a bane. Yeah. See, that is the way. Like there is some really, it's going to be difficult for them, but there is a way out of this. Okay. But unfortunately, they're moving in secret, even though they know that there's love here. They feel the love, and there's more on the way. So it's compounding, but they're not at all going to say anything because they're feeling hunted or they're feeling remorse. That's what this is. Yeah, they're still going to try to move in secret and concoct some kind of way to reunite. However, they're not just going to say it. They're going to move. They're going to be sneaky about it. And we are in a spiritual union already because we were a gift to them. They prayed to the Lord. Yeah, so we've got to just let this turn out to be whatever it's going to be. Okay, so what's this hermit with the, if somebody here is a Virgo moon or Gemini rising. Yeah, so there's delays because this person is committed to us, but not for the right reasons. It's an ego proposition. There's also Capricorn energy here. Yeah, so the power is in our hand. And when they show up, they want to they want to be really nice and friendly and helpful. But the thing is that they feel like they're missing out on something. Is all. This is an inauthentic, disingenuous soul that isn't coming at us correctly. I'm sorry. So eventually, it's gonna die. Let it die. The saddest part of a broken heart isn't the ending as much as the start. It's just it's Nico and Hapan. So they feel love and they're happy to see us or know us or be connected to us or whatever, but they just can't be on the up and up. There's something about them where we have to lower our standards to allow them in our lives. We're elevated at a level where they're not able to reach right now. It was hard to tell just how good I felt. Yeah, so their feelings came in delayed. And then once they did came in, they acted in a way which made it difficult for them to come back. And listen, even Lord Vishnu had to chase after Lakshmi when he offended her that one time. He had to get off the throne and chase after her. She fled the palace. Don't you wish? Yeah, you want to go back to that moment when it felt good because you realize now the thing that you've lost is very precious and you missed your window. You were delirious. You had some false narrative. Okay, buddy, but that's your fault. That's your problem. So we are dealing with an Aries rising if there's Mars in the first house. And then what's this 8, 9 justice? What is this? Yeah, so a cycle is trying to wrap itself up because somebody has matured and grown. But it's a consolation surprise. We would be settling. So they just need to come back and apologize, and we need to go on, carry on. And they're not coming and apologizing because they're hoping that they can get us to express something to them. But that's when you take risk in life, you take reward in life. You want to sit there and keep your cards close to the chest, that's great, but you're going to miss on some opportunities. That's fine, but not in love. This is not a business. This is love. And it's totally um, they don't know how to come towards us when we're doing better than they are. But here's the secret: we've always been doing better than they were. Maybe not materially. Maybe they always wanted to come off more magnanimous or richer, or but spiritually, we're richer than they'll ever be. There's something very secure in us that can't be, it's indomitable. And yeah, they're nine of cups, but guess what? We're 10 of cups. There are nine of cups, that's fine, Fidelta, but we're 10 of cups. You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter that they're gran consignore, that they're gran signore. It don't matter. Don't matter, don't care. So let's look at this pair of twos. What is this pair of twos saying? They want us to invite them in to talk about whatever. So that means they're moving slowly, but they're going to buckle under the weight of their own karmic causes, 10 of wands with that knight of pentacles, because we're really just a flame that they're a little moth drawn to. They already have a spot. All they need to do is approach us, but they're not going to. They want to come hither, little magic spell. They want to do the, they want to play games, or they're indecisive of an opposing mind at a crossroads, can't take a decision. What is this pair of, what is this pair of queens? So our heart and the love. We're both fighting for love here, but we don't need to fight. We know that we can seize it at any time, even if it's not from them. What is this pair of kings? Yeah, so we've made it. We're chosen, highly blessed, favored, and anointed. See, they've chosen us now, but they can't come in and say, I don't understand why a person doesn't come and say, "Hey, I messed up. I want another chance. I really love you. I want to be with you. I didn't know that at the time. I was stupid. I was ignorant. I was foolish. I was acting dumb. I was acting stupid. I was playing games. I know better now." I don't understand how a person coming back with your tail between your legs, as long as it's not manipulation, that's really called contrition. If you're dealing with some toxic person, never go back with the tail between the legs. That's a power move. It's designed to suppress, repress, oppress, depress. It's designed to kill the ego, to humble a person. This is not that. This should be somebody understanding the error of their ways, where they got messed up. Yeah, but they're too defensive, and what they want to do is make us feel some kind of pain, so that they don't. I don't know what this is. It's some type of toxic tactic. There's still some toxicity within them. It might just be manifesting as fear now, but they really did mess up, but they're going to carry this around. That's kind of stupid, because that if you die accidentally and you're carrying all that around, it doesn't look well during your judgment. So God is asking us to adjudicate this now, but here's the secret. He's really just saying, take your hand off this person, take your love away from this person, so that they can, their karma will compound, and that pain will purify them, because they can still hide under our energy. They still believe that they can come back at any time. We have a pair of nines here. So this is isolation, the need to take space, Ace of Cups. Yeah, perhaps so their heart can open up. Six of Cups, so they can get saved. because we're not going to act right if we're around them. We're going to lower our energy and start acting silly and acting a fool. We have a double 10 here. So this relationship with them is wrapping up. We could have been in a relationship, but they're playing games. And honestly, all we can do is let the situation turn around. Whatever they choose is whatever they're going to get. But I don't know, like, if you left me alone and I get over you, I'm not going to want you when you come back. And a third party is coming on the way. But there's something here where we need to let them off the hook. What is this King and Queen of Pentacles? We got two. The Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups. We have options number one, but we have a lot of we're needing to experience more. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. We're all right by ourselves is the thing. And we're not going to live in sin with them is what this is saying, because it's the Seven of Cups is to her back. Let's, yeah, so hold on. I don't think these cards are going to say anything good because it said already karmic partners. Oh, okay. Great. Source of power, angel numbers. I feel though, hold on. Yeah, regret Gemini. Okay. Because this is a new person, because the person that we're dealing with is Libra Cancer energy. This person over here is Leo Gemini energy. This is a new person. Um, and I didn't realize that, but there may actually be two people here. I didn't realize that. It's blaringly obvious. Because I tuned into one person that's feeling all this regret and remorse. No, yeah. I'm not really getting deceit. They might be self-deceiving. Actions do not match their words. Living a lie, won't even admit it to themselves, pretends their feelings for you do not exist and is dismissive of you. What this is telling me is this is the person that we're dealing with, but there's another one on the side. There's another person coming. Somebody's trying to compete with us, and we're keeping them in a prison spiritually, and not we'll let them in or let them out. It's not about that. We can't co-sign for them. So if they don't come apologize, they just can apologize to God. It doesn't matter. It's fine. You're forgiven already. You need to let yourself off the hook. You need to forgive yourself. You're carrying it around because you realize what you did after the fact. And so the reason why you're in a prison really is because you can't forget about us, and I don't have to do anything about that. I'm not holding you responsible for anything. I'm going to chalk it up to ignorance and ineptitude and unhealed, unawakened. That's fine. That's okay. You be okay. Have a nice day and a blessed life. Peace be upon you. Blessings to your healing exaltation. Go on, carry on, get gone with the good self, with the bad self, whatever you want to say. That's all fine and dandy. See, Leo. Remember I was saying Gemini Leo energy? I feel like there's a Leo moon coming, or yeah, a Leo moon coming. I feel like there's a Leo moon coming. So here's what I'm getting. We're letting go of the energy of an old person. We need to just keep putting forgiveness out there because they're going through their own karma. It's good though that they go through it in the body. And wouldn't it be lovely if they come back and apologize? It's not always like that, not in the third dimension. They might have to work it out at another time and place, and we just need to let them off the hook, let them go. And Forgiveness doesn't mean we condone or tolerate what they did. It means that we're not carrying it around. We don't forgive them for them. We forgive them for ourselves so that we don't carry this weight around of what they did. And we've gone ghost or silent or quiet or whatever. And even in those oracle cards, it didn't call us ghosting. Because a double nine here, nine of swords, nine of pentacles, it means there's some kind of isolation here. Okay. This was a reading about two separate people that are both suitors for us. One is feeling remorse or and the other one is feeling shame, guilt, and burden. Okay. They both approached us in a kind of way that got them pushed back a little bit. And instead of leaning in and saying, hey, this is what I'm approaching you for, darling, this is what I want from you, they got into their ego. And we were elevated because of these circumstances. God had to read us in on a few things and put some power in our hand. And since we're righteous and just, gifts were revealed to us. However, both of these parties, the energy is on them. We've been given some time alone. We've been sequestered. And remember, you're always sequestered before you have a come up. It's a hard thing to understand why we get put in silence and why we get isolated from everybody. But it's so that God can be alone with us. Okay. That's really what that is. So one party, they're going to need to learn to forgive themselves because they're carrying something around that they don't need to. You need to forgive yourself on who you had to be in order to survive. As long as you're not that person today and you're definitely not going to be that person tomorrow, don't worry about it. And as long as you didn't intentionally mean harm or malice or deception to anybody, don't worry about it. The deceit is to themselves. They're self-deceptive. They won't admit their feelings to themselves. You know, get it together. You got to heal your body. Get it together. You got to heal your heart. It's that song, and your Ari. Um, you know, now your chest burns. Now your back aches because now the years are showing up on your face, and you'll never be happy and you'll never be whole. It's basically they're carrying around the weight of their own karmic causes. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. A quick dedication and merit to all those still lost out there, to illusion, delusion, confused, and trapped in the matrix, lost in the seas of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the splendid grace of the divine in unconditional love and universal oneness. Upon we're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We love you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May you be happy, may you be whole, may you be well, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, until we meet again. Namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Sayonara, das vidanya, avida, and take good care, okay? Bye-bye.